Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to 7 Days to Die Darkness Falls. I know it's been a bit since I have done a recording, but I wanted to get back into it now that I finally have some time again. Also, I've been trying to watch some Darkness Falls content myself, and I've been having kind of a hard time finding any, so I figured I would just go ahead and do some of my own. At least for the 1.0 version, I guess 1.4 if you want to get into the, the specific build numbers. But here I am with this. I don't know how far this series is going to go. I am not that great at Darkness Falls. And there will probably be quite a bit of death. I just am not sure how it's going to go in general. But we might not hit the end game, like the actual end quest line for Darkness Falls itself, but we'll do what we can. And just kind of go from there. But we're going to do the medium pep world, just so it's a little bit bigger. It's a world I haven't played because I don't normally do the pep worlds. I do the no peps because I personally don't like some of the pep buildings, but I figured this is a series, so trying something new, something different is probably good, so that we get a little bit more genuine new stuff for me, because I have not experienced everything in this mod. I'm pretty sure I've not even experienced like 25% of it, so, and I've played this mod a lot, so it just shows you how much I haven't done. We're certainly not going to rush. We're not going to try and hit the end of the game super quick. This series may go on for 50, 60 days. Maybe it'll only go on for 30. Who knows? I've made it to 28 on my most recent playthrough, and I stopped playing to record stuff. We're going to have most of the settings pretty normal. Unlimited progression, no respawn on the loot time. Quests will do that for us anyways. And all that's default. The claim size bigger because I like having bases that aren't small and confined, so I always go with the max block size for that. Nothing else from this really matters. I'm gonna do warrior difficulty. I'm not quite good enough for, I'm definitely not good enough for insane or hell on earth. Survivalist, I feel like maybe I could survive some of it, but it'll give me a rough time. Warrior is about where I'm at. It's what I've been playing recently, and I'm still not that great at it, but we're gonna do that and just see how it goes. And everything else, like I said, is pretty much normal. The only thing I've reduced is the max zombies and max animals, and I think I'll actually reduce this to 32 because I'm recording, so 64 enemies might give me a bit of a hiccup on my machine. My computer is not top of the line or top tier or anything, so I'd prefer to just kind of have it, a little bit lower for performance, and make things look a little bit smoother for you guys compared to, having the most amount of enemies, but my computer struggle. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this world generated. It's gonna take a minute, so I will skip, the world loading out, and I will see you guys once we are in. And I'll talk a little bit more about what we'll do when we spawn. All right, and here we are, loaded into the world. I'm not going to read these oh wow, right next to the burnt forest. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever spawned this close to it before. I've spawned close to the snow biome, and for various reasons I can't go there. But so what I'm going to be doing is we're going to see what trader we get. Hopefully it doesn't try and take us to the one in the burnt forest, because we aren't really ready for that, or I'm not anyways. But I would definitely like to see who the trader is before picking my class and everything. Now, this is Darkness Falls, a mod overhaul for 7 Days to Die. It's probably my favorite overhaul. Oh, I didn't open my backpack, okay. I was wondering why it wasn't giving me the... Okay, so... Please tell me that this is someone... Let's see, ooh, that's quite a bit of distance to run. I'm gonna collect some tomatoes, because those are pretty important for class books and mastery books later. Now again, I've played this mod a lot. I've put probably at minimum 100 hours into it, but I'm pretty sure I've played even more than that. It's just hard to keep track because I've played it over, you know, various alphas. Okay, we got a hornet right there and a migra. But I still, like, I'm by no means an expert for Darkness Falls. I know some things, like I know that NPC quest lines, I know all the stuff it adds, or not all of the stuff it adds, but I know that it adds a lot of new stuff, so we'll be, you know, checking out what we can. But for those who are uninitiated with the mod pack itself, it adds new NPCs as traders. There's a full storyline, more variety of enemies. There's demons later in the game, and it's quite a bit of fun. But there's also the class quests that we can do, which you start out with a class book, the blank class paper, and I don't typically like to use it until I figure out who my trader is, because if we get Hugh, which it does not look like, actually it might be Jen. If you get Hugh, I try not to start as the laborer. No, that's not Jen. It's Wrecked, isn't it? Oh, it's Bob. Okay, that's fine. So Bob is fine. So Bob will give us vehicle rewards for his quest line, but this is why figuring out who your trader is before you pick your class is best, in my opinion, because you know, each class has its own perks. Like if you go mechanic, you can make vehicles faster, but because we have Bob here, he can reward. Sorry about that weird way I flexed my voice there, but he can reward vehicle parts for us to build. So I'm probably going to start as a laborer so that we can get things like the workbench and whatnot, because typically the reason I would not start as the laborer, I didn't need to make those. I guess I'll make 2 more of the sharp rocks because I will need them for arrows anyways. I don't have any I don't have a bow yet. That's fine. Okay, I wanted to take these apart. Because if an animal spawns, I need leather. And this is my due diligence of making sure I have the means to harvest said leather.
Don't mind the mess. What can I do for you?
I would like a job. I will do fetch
Getting your
Sparks
hands dirty is
place.
how it's done. Have a look. If it gets too nasty, get the hell out of there. It's better to live and fight another day than to die for a few dukes.
Yeah, I'll do my best. But yeah, so like if you get Hugh, he can reward workstations like the forge, the workbench, the metal workbench, and those are pretty important. And personally, unless you're trying to get specific things from the laborer class, like the ability to make electric tools, or traps, I should say, there's not too much of a reason to go the laborer when you're next to Hugh. Just like there's not really there's kind of a reason to go mechanic if you have Bob, because even though he gives you the vehicle parts, you might not have the ability to actually make the vehicle, because you need either vehicle for dumb shits to make certain things, or you have to be into mechanic to craft certain things. But I am going to go laborer. It is my go-to most of the time. It is what I typically start as, because it gives just a pretty large swath of defensive stuff that you can use for Horde Night. Oh my god, there's so many zombies around. I'm gonna go do this quest. But yeah, I've done survivalist starts as well. That's not bad. I think security is okay defensive wise. Doesn't offer a whole lot in terms of, I don't know how to say it, be like, it doesn't offer a bunch in terms of utility, but you can take reduced damage. I'm actually going to go back and build a wooden storage and put some stuff up, because I don't want to run into a building. Why are there so many enemies? This is kind of weird. Because I have the 15 spawn set, I know, but I don't think I've ever had this many spawn at one time. Like, I feel like it's been happening a lot lately. Let me actually put this up top if I can remember how to get up there. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. I'll put this stuff here. Forgot about the bone knife. I want that. I'm gonna keep the torch. Typically I don't, but in my experience, Darkness Falls gets pretty dark at certain times. Put down a bedroll. Unlike vanilla, you can actually use the traders to your benefit even after the night closes. You can build in here, you can destroy stuff. The traders can die, so you just gotta be careful for that. It is not a safe spot. Zombies can break things just as you can, so you just have to be careful. Let's make the bow. As far as editing goes, I'm going to try and not edit out too much. I know there's going to be some boring things that I will have to edit out, like if I do a buried treasure quest, I'll edit out most of the digging. If we're walking somewhere and I'm just not talking, we'll... Oh, I put my arrows up like a big dummy. But yeah, if There is a wolf. See, that's exactly why I wanted the bone knife. But if I'm walking and I'm not doing a whole lot of talking, I will edit that out. Building, if we're just not building a whole lot, or if I'm building and I'm not exactly explaining things, I will edit that out. But for the most part, I'll keep it kind of largely unedited. Mostly because editing does take a lot of time that I don't always have. Wow, one hit. Sorry, Wolfie, but I promise I will put your leather to good use. I know on warrior difficulty I get resources a little bit more slowly. It's not by much, but it's enough to make progression a little bit weirder. I've kind of played on this map before, the medium, not a whole lot, because fun little fact here, I actually started recording this before, and I think I got 3 days in, and then I found out that I actually messed up a little bit, and I had to restart the whole thing, so the thing is I didn't know that it was this map. Yeah, okay. I didn't know it was the medium pep map that I had done. I thought it was the small, so whoops. Pistol schematic. I'm just gonna go ahead and loot some stuff. Okay, this zombie spawning is kind of whack. I wonder if I messed up my settings somewhere. It's just a little strange. I don't mind it too much. It's just when you have too many zombies spawn outside, it can get a little annoying, because when you're doing a quest, you have to deal with the zombies that are in, and then you have to be careful of zombies that will bust through the doors from the outside, and it does add to the challenge, which is kind of nice, but when you're not that great, like me... Oh. Radiated? Really? Immediately? Oh my god, why am I... What is happening here? Like, I know it's radiated, but holy crap. Like, for a T1? I know I'm on warrior difficult. I know I'm on warrior difficulty, but like, holy crap. That was strong. Okay. Everything else in here shouldn't be too big of a deal. I don't know, that wouldn't have been such a problem if it wasn't a radiated vulture. If it was just a normal vulture, it would have been okay. But the fact that it was radiated right off the bat is not good. Okay, so I got the satchel. If I had a gun, it also would have not been as big of a deal. I did get this, so I can use that in an emergency. I didn't even see him. Oh, goddamn. I hate random furniture that is there that you can walk over. Okay. let him swing so that he's got a little bit of a cooldown. And we are good. Get that open. I know in this mod sometimes it bugs out and the doors will not open. Hopefully. Why is that door open? Oh, did it open with the key? Oh, it's such a bad time for that. Alright. Well. I'm actually shocked how fast this thing broke. I feel like it doesn't usually break that quick because we haven't killed that many zombies. But it's alright. We'll just try and loot what we can, make it to the loot room, then run back. I don't double loot buildings almost ever. It's gotta be a very specific kind of building for me to loot it twice. Things like maybe working stiff tools or 100% crack of books. But otherwise, I can't be asked to spend too much time trying to loot something, then come back for the loot. Or, you know, go back to loot the, or to drop off loot. And then come back to do the quest. And yes, I know you can put a chest outside, but then you just have to come back to grab that loot anyways. So either way, it's a lot of time. What's happening? I feel like I usually don't do this bad. That was nice. Well, I need to get down because of stamina. Okay. Well, we took a lot of damage, but we did get through everything. I was about to say, I was like, where was that first aid kit? I know I hadn't. Thankfully, I didn't get critically hit, so I didn't, you know, lose or get any debuffs, which is great. The one that I fear the most in the beginning of the game is fatigue, because you run like 50% slower, which is a huge debuff. And vitamins, the things that cure it, are kind of expensive. It's the, in fact, most expensive of the debuff cure items. So, well, it's not the best ranged weapon, but at least I have one. Like, typically the reason I don't like the pipe rifle is just it's a single shot weapon. So if it doesn't kill something outright, basically in an oh shit situation, this is not what I would have. I think there's two specific weapons early in the game that I don't want. And that's the pipe shotgun and the pipe rifle. I do plan on doing other series as well. Like I said, I kind of want to get back into content creating. I've still been streaming. I've never stopped streaming, except for some rare occasions where I had to take a break. Had some stuff go on IRL, like kind of funny saying the abbreviation. It's just in real life, but like I've had a family member pass, and then some other issues going on. So I've still been streaming, of course. course. But I haven't. There are some times where I've taken like a week off. I think when my family member initially passed, I think it was about 2 weeks off because there's a lot of paperwork and forms and switching things over into my name that I had to do, bills. So, but I think it's been like 6 months since I've last edited and released a video, maybe even longer. And I figured, you know, it's time for me to come back. So I'm going to try and focus.
There you are, right there with some good work.
Okay.
Here is your reward.
Is this okay? I already have an iron breaker. I'll take the robotic sledge because I'll be able to craft the wrench later, anyways. I'll take the buried supplies.
Things gonna be fine as Frostfur now.
It's not my favorite kind of quest, but it does give food sometimes, and it usually gives water. But yeah, 7 Days to Die is what I plan to mostly create content around, but I will do other things. I think my channel already has other videos that I've done in the past, like, actually keep that. I think I've done Dark Souls, actually, I don't even remember what stuff I've recorded in the past. We're going to go ahead and drink now, because I prefer not to go short. I actually carry the steroids, just in case. I'd prefer to keep them. Cool, I got first aid bandages. And then they get the arrows out. Oh, and then there's the White River Scout. I always say citizen.
What are you looking for?
But she also gives quests that are the kill quests. Oh god, starving to okay.
Can you help me? Don't forget.
I'll do this one, but I am not doing the starving tourist quests. We'll actually go do this one now, but if you've played the old alphas. Oh my god, what the hell? I got concussed. So what exactly does concussion do? It just makes me more prone to being stunned, right? Oh, all attributes have been lowered by 1. Okay, that's fine. My wellness was also reduced by 5. But yeah, if you played previous alphas, maybe you remember back when you could get little paper notes that gave you quests to kill specific things. Like it would be like, oh, kill spider zombies or kill bears. I think there was one that you had to go on and kill chickens. That's basically the kinds of quests that the scout gives. Granted, hers are, I think, always zombie related. Like right now we gotta do nurse. Yeah, nurse zombies. But otherwise they're pretty standard. Gotta keep an eye out for more animals because we need to do this labor quest. Each episode I do is going to consist of both day and night. So it'll be... What the hell was that? That actually happens pretty often. I'm just gonna repair this now because I don't want it breaking in the middle of this quest. So I don't think I have any painkillers to cure this concussion. Even if I do, I don't want to use them right now because it takes a lot of water to use prescriptive medicines. I know that's a bit of a self-censor there, and people will probably hate it, but I don't want stuff getting flagged for stupid reasons. My health is back at 101. Did it actually reduce my wellness, or? Because it said my wellness was permanently reduced by 5. But my wellness didn't actually go down. Some money. I thought she would give me first aid, which I would have honestly appreciated way more. I feel like in the beginning of Darkness Falls, you really just don't get enough first aid. I think the idea is that you're supposed to spend money at the White River Scout to get the sterile bandages, or just craft them yourself. I can't remember what it takes. Yeah, bowl of sap and bandages, but they really don't heal very much, and when you're playing on the higher difficulties, I mean, I think each sterile bandage heals 8, and it's a heal over time, and at this point of the game, if we run into a single feral, we are dead. Like, at least with my skill. Maybe people who are more, how would I put it, more initiated with the game, you know, they're better at it than I am, maybe they could face off with ferals on day 1 with only a bow and a club and a rifle. But ferals do about 40 to 50 damage per hit to us right now, especially because I'm not wearing any armor. So if we run into one and he hits me anywhere from 2 to 3 times, which they likely will because they have a ton of health, then it's pretty much game over. Although this isn't.
Great job.
This
Can I help you?
Yeah, hand me that pipe machine gun. So I don't want any of those other quests. I do not like the Starving Tourist quests. Maybe later in the game, but right now, nah, because they will deal. It's not necessarily that they do a lot of damage, it's that they do the throw up, because in vanilla, only the cops, at least in 1.0, do the throw up ability, but in this, in the mod, almost all of the larger zombies do. I think with the exception of the bloated walker. He does not throw up at you. But Starving Taurus, Big Mamas, who's the other one? Starving Taurus, Big Mamas. I don't have a shovel. The radiated zombies, the cops, they will all do ranged throw-up attacks, which can infect you, concussion you, concuss you. You know, it can apply a bunch of different debuffs. It can deal a decent bit of damage. Although the damage, while I don't think it's too terrible, it 100%, if you get hit by, you know, like 2 or 3 throw-ups in a row, that's not good. And then the mobs themselves aren't very consistent on when they throw up. Sometimes they do it after one Wretch. Sometimes they do it after 2. Sometimes I've had them do it after 3. So, really just depends. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this digging quest. I'm gonna skip past 2 when I get to the chest, so I will see you guys after that. Oh, there we go. We found it pretty quick, actually. We got past the first wave of zombies. It's actually spawning more of them than normal. I don't know if I'm just unlucky with the RNG on this particular playthrough. But normally only 2 to 3 of them spawn. In some instances I've had only 1 spawn, but this time, you know, it was 4 back to back. Yeah, I don't like dealing with the former thug mobs. As long as I'm good on water, stamina shouldn't be too much of an issue. Darkness Falls actually is pretty lenient on stamina usage, except for very specific cases. But let's go ahead and grab some apples too. Apples are good to have. We'll also get some free sticks for doing that. I don't like to chop those ones fully down because they actually grow back after some time. There's a couple things that I do want to make. It does kind of suck that some of the things I wish I could build now are locked behind certain classes, namely farmer. But we'll make do with what we can. You can typically get a lot of the recipes through books anyways. And did I think I got farmer. Yeah, I did, but it's not unlocked until level 5, which we are not level 5 yet.
Hey, I knew I could count on you. Here you go.
Okay, yeah, ooh. Bicycle chassis. I'm going to take the wrench though, because it's quality 30 and it's a full, like it's fully quality 30.
I've got some job. You must be double backbone to take this job.
Or I should say it's fully paired, or the durability is maxed, so it took me so many different ways to try and say that. We also got that orange tea, which is very nice. But I am going to... It's almost nighttime, so what I'm going to do is spend time trying to get the laborer class quests done. Some of them. We have to gather 200 wood, and then we have to build 100 frames and place 100 frames. My stamina is pretty good. It's hunger that is kind of the issue at the moment. But that's not too bad. Well, we'll take that. But I want to get to level 5. So if we hit level 5 in the night, I will go ahead and come back to show some of the skill tree off and try and, you know, show you guys what I put points into. So far we've put points into nothing, but I plan to put some stuff out pretty nicely. I also haven't shown that we don't have a time on the HUD. Darkness Falls does not start with one. You have to get a watch. Can we make that, or do we have to like buy it? Takes science crafting 3. Okay. But we need to be able to have the watch to be able to tell the time. Now, you can, anytime you talk to a trader, whether it's the White River Scout or Bob or any of the vanilla traders, they will tell you the time at the bottom of the shopping list as well. I think they tell you the day and the time of day. So there's actually something I want to check over here. Because like I said, I've kind of played this map before. I got like 3 days into it. And there was a broken down bike. It's a bicycle. Somewhere on the road here, and I want to know if that's random or if it's here again. I won't be repairing it even if it is here, because we'll probably try and skip to the mini bike, but I'm still curious. Huh. Looks like it is here. Okay. So that's interesting. With these, you can make vehicle repair kits, which are kind of expensive. But you can make the vehicle repair kits. It's not worth doing that for a bike. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even say it's worth it for a mini bike. Only if you have like a motorcycle on the ground is when I would do it. But we'll try and get some tires, try and get some wood, and I will see you guys when we get a little bit of stuff accomplished, or when morning hits, whichever comes first. Okay, we got what we need for the blocks. We got the wood for that. When you make, like when you get these quests, you can see it says gather the shapes and then place them. Once you get all 200 shapes, all 100 shapes, they don't have to be in your inventory after that. After you've gotten the full 100. And with placing the blocks, you don't actually have to place all 100 of them. You can technically place one, pick it up, place one, pick it up, over and over, and it'll still count. Like, I will show that now. See it, the one doesn't go away. So you just place the same block 100 times if you don't have a set place you want to put the building. I'm gonna build right over here. It's gonna be next to Bob's base. It's gonna be a decently sized building. It's just where we're gonna be doing our crafting. It's not a horde base. But I think about here-ish is where I'll start. It's gonna be about 10 wide and 13 long. So I'll get to building, I'll get through the night. We'll complete this quest. And I'll see you when something dramatic or exciting happens. Or if I level. Now the night is generally pretty boring, so I won't record a whole lot of it. We did complete a quest. I have the building over there being worked on, and I should have enough. Ooh, that's good. I should have enough materials aside from iron for this scrap phase to make these scrap tools. And soon we're gonna move all of this stuff over to the new base. We're not gonna do that just yet though. But I'm also taking apart cars and stuff. But I try to make use of the night, though it is far more, I guess, like, scary or intimidating in Darkness Falls, especially because some radiated zombies can spawn. And this is what I was talking about earlier. You can see how it says gather leather 20. If I put it up, it still says I have 20, even though I don't. Just to, you know, keep that in mind. Right now, I'm just taking apart some cars to hopefully get an engine and what's the other thing? Some more iron. I'm also going to take apart these tires, and hopefully I'll get a tire or two. Two more than one, but, you know, we'll see. But I'll pop back when we either complete this quest or the morning hits. Alright, we still got a little bit of nighttime left, but I hit level 5. And I did get an engine from a car that I just broke down. We have one tire, but we're going to spend a little bit of skill points. I'm going to do 1 into Sexual Tyrannosaurus for the stamina regeneration. 1 into Miner 69er for block damage on, you know, any mining stuff that we need to harvest. 1 into automatic gun crafting, because that's what I'm going to be mainly using is automatic guns. 1 into tool crafting, so we can craft better tools when we go to craft them. And then I haven't finished labor, so we don't need to worry about that yet. I think that's good. I think I'm going to go with blunt weapons as my primary melee, because I normally do bladed. But I feel like having a little bit of variety there would be good. So what level am I? I am just 5. Let's get me some clothes, because I am just full naked here. And having a little bit of armor reduces the chances that you get a concussion or any, what do you call it, like critical hit, any injury. So we'll wear these, get all this stuff. Wants me to harvest stone for that, but I'm only missing a tire for the mini bike, which I can't make it just yet because I don't have the vehicle for dumb shits unlocked. But hopefully by the end of the next video, which I'll record here in a moment, we'll have that either through a book or through just anything else. But since it's almost daytime, there we go. I figure, why not show some of the stuff that I have been doing? And you can see all the stuff I've already done, so I'll start redeeming all of it. Try and... yeah, that got me 2 levels. And there's still some other things for me to do as well. Okay, I need to place the land claim block in the house. There's the torch. Upgrading a block. Do I have the hammer on me? No, I must have put it up, which is fine. Usually during the night, this early on, like night 1, 2, and whatever, until I start getting some actual bullets, I don't attack anything with over 2 to 100 health. Sometimes I might, depending on the animations they do. The decaying zombies, I'm usually fine with killing as well. The decaying radiated ones, I should specify. Not normal radiated zombies, but they don't usually spawn at night this early in my experience, so I don't think I need to worry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the land claim block down. I think this should be good, even if it's not dead center. Alright, but it is morning, so I'm going to end this video here. And I will see you guys in the next one. If you like the video, please consider subscribing or liking. And if you want to see the series, you know, it's a good way to see my videos. I do plan to post a little bit more here in the future, hopefully about a video every day if I can manage it. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.